So guys, in this video we are going to look at this installing the Burpsuite in our Windows operating system. If you are using the Kali Linux, you no need to install it all. It comes pre-default. So in case if you want to use it in the Windows operating system, you need to install this. First we need the Java software. Yes, this Burpsuite is written in the Java programming language, so we need to download this Java 8. So the latest version might give some errors, but this perfectly works with the Java 8 version. So let's go and download this. And now you can download this Windows 64-bit. I have already downloaded this. Now I will just run this. Um, Meanwhile, you can Google search for Burpsuite and you will get this professional or community edition. This community edition is free to download, and this professional edition is requires some licensing. I think it has some 7-day free trial. After that you need to pay for the professional edition, but I recommend this community edition. So we need to click the next. Alright, click on next, and I think it will install. So it's also going to install this Java runtime environment. Now click on this next. So I'm going to use this Firefox browser for the Burpsuite because I don't want to mess some proxy settings with this Chrome. So our runtime environment has been installed. Okay, even Java development kit also has been installed. Alright, Java has been successfully installed. Now we need to uh, install this Burpsuite. So I have already downloaded this Burpsuite. Let's just click on this one. You can also select this jar. It will directly open the Burpsuite instead of installation. This is my first time installing Burpsuite. I always download this jar, and I can open it. I can basically open this jar file to run the Burpsuite. So let's see how this installation goes. So click on next, and okay, next. I am fine with this installation directory. Okay, now it's going to create a new folder in program files. Next. Now it has been installed. Click on finish, and we should search for the verb. Oh, it's click on this Burpsuite Community Edition. So I don't want to send any feedback. I accept. And now for now we don't create any projects. I'm going to choose this temporary project and click on next. Okay, I want to use this burp default settings. Click on next. So this is the user interface of the Burpsuite. Here you can see any tasks that are going on. Here you can see the log, what's going on. Here you can see if you visit any website, then if that website have any misconfigurations or vulnerabilities, it will be displayed here, and that information will be displayed here. You can see the request, response, etc. And this is the dashboard, and here you can see the target. Alright, now what you want to do is we need to set the proxy. It means that we navigate in our web browser, then the request will be sent to this burp proxy. To make sure that we are getting the request in our burp proxy, we need to go to the proxy and options, and here you can see this is a default setting of this Burpsuite proxy. So you can see it's residing on localhost 8080 port. So if we set the proxy of our web browser to this localhost and 8080, then our request will be captured in this Burpsuite, and we can edit those requests. So let's do this. You can also add another listener, but I am fine with this 8080 port. If you are using a Linux, make sure that no other service is running on this 8080 port. So let me find in this proxy. If you go to settings and click on this manual proxy settings, you need to say 127.0.0.1 and the port number is 8080. Click on this. Also use this proxy for all protocols or for FTP and HTTPS. Click on OK. Now let's go google.com. So as you can see, it's already telling the success.txt. Let's click on this intercept off. I will explain all of this in detail in other videos, but just for now we are making sure that our browser is sending the data to the Burpsuite or not. So you can see secure connection failed, try again. So what we want to do is we need to install the Burpsuite CA certificate. Without that it won't give the secure connection to us. So you type in http://burp and you will get this page. You need to download the CA certificate and save file, and what you want to do is you want to open this file, and that's it. It will ask to install this certificate. Now install this. You can also install it for local machine. I am fine with current user. and click on next, finish. Okay, now if you can see, if you let's go to facebook.com. Alright, maybe these HTTPS websites are not working. Let's go to our normal website. Let's say so. Okay guys, now HTTP websites are working. You can see the target here. You can see the domain rojc.ac.in has been loaded successfully, but we are not capturing the data from the HTTPS. I think we have set everything as fine. 8080. So okay, let me try to add this certificate manually. Use certificates, clicking on import and downloads. Okay, we are going to trust this certificate. Click on OK. I think it has been imported. Click on OK. Now let's try this facebook.com, and there you go. Okay, you need to import manually. Okay, that's fine. We have successfully managed to send the HTTPS request to this browser. Let's also type google.com, and there you can see. So here we get so many domains, because a single request to google.com can be request to so many websites. So okay, that's all about this video. We have successfully installed the Burpsuite and we have set up a proxy successfully. So don't worry about all these options. We will cover every option in a separate video. Don't worry about that. This is only for installation video. Alright guys, now in the previous video we have set up the Burpsuite, and also we have set the proxy in our options. So let me go and remove this proxy settings. Let's click on settings and auto detect proxy settings for this network. Click on OK. Now my web browser is no longer connected to the Burpsuite. Now what I want to do is I want to install the extension called foxyproxy. So there is an advantage of using this extension. We can switch between the Burpsuite and normal without proxy mode easily with just one click. So I will show you that. Click on add, and you can see there is a foxyproxy extension here in the toolbar, and you need to click on these options, and what you want to do is you need to click on this add. Now we need to add the proxy information here. Let's say burp, and okay, let me add this IP address, which is 127.0.0.1 and port 8080. Now if I save this, alright, now I can switch to the Burpsuite proxy within just one click. Now click on this foxyproxy, and if you click on burp, and all my proxy settings will be applied. Now I can capture the request in the Burpsuite proxy. If I click on this intercept on, so it's somewhat slow. Intercept on. Now I can say google.com. Now you can see the whole request here in the Burpsuite. If I say intercept off, I will get the google.com. Now if I want to turn off this Burpsuite connection, I can just click on this turn off, and that's it. So within single click you can connect to the Burpsuite, or you can connect to any other proxy software. So it's very helpful extension, that is foxyproxy. I highly recommend to use this foxyproxy. So guys, in this video we are going to talk about this basics of Burpsuite, and also we will look at this manual splattering. Of course this manual splattering is not very different topic, First let me go to Firefox and set up this proxy to the burp. So we have installed this foxyproxy from the previous video, and I have just turned on this connection to the burp. As you can see here, let me click on this intercept off. So what this intercept means is, if intercept is on, the browser request will be displayed here, and you can edit as like you want, and then you can send it to the web server. So let me show you. So let me click on this JNTUH. This is a local college in my state. So now the page won't load because the request has been captured by our Burpsuite, because the intercept is on. What you can do is, you can forward this request to the destination, or you can drop this request. Drop means deleting the request, and you can also open it in browser. Let me click on this forward, and it will ask so many requests because it's Google. So simply you can click all the forward, and you can see the page will be loaded here. So okay, we need to, I think that's it. So still it's not loading. So let me, so this Google browser will do so many requests. So I will just turn off this intercept off, and you will see the website loading. Okay, I don't know why I'm not getting the websites. So okay, let me Google open in a new tab. All right. Okay, let's open another website. Okay, that website is not working. Now let's see the TryHackMe website, and there you go. Here in the HTTP history tab, you can see the history of the web requests. You can sort it using the time also. As you can see, if you sort this time, the most recent request will be on the up. So after getting the TryHackMe request, it also got some fonts and other content from other websites. So what you can do is, you can see the request here, the number of requests, and the host name, and the method, which is the HTTP request method, and the URL to the destination, and the parameters. If there are any parameters, it will be checked, and the status 101, and the length of the request, and you can see the IP address and so on. So there is so much information going on here. You can see the detailed information of this request and response. So you can see get request to the socket.io, host, user agent, accept encoding, accept language, etc. And there is also cookie information about my session, and also there is a response which we got from the TryHackMe. And so this is the request and response. You can watch it for every request, every HTTP packet we send. So it's a TryHackMe, and you can see the request and the response. So you can also capture the request, and you can modify these headers. So let me click on this intercept on. So you can see get slash http 1.1, that is get, we are asking the index.html to the host tryhackme.com. You can also change tryhackme1.com. Maybe it does not exist. If I forward this one, I click this intercept off. Now we get 403. Okay, because it's not there in server, we are asking tryhackme1.com. So let me click on this. So now we got the correct page. So I just manipulated this domain name to just show you that we can edit the request and the response. If you go to HTTP history, you can see there is a tryhackme1.com. Okay, where is this one? Okay, now we can edit like this. You can see particular parameters, and you can also see headers and hexadecimal values. So that's all about this proxy and HTTP history. Now we are going to see the target. So as you can see, there are so many domains we have visited. On sending the HTTP GET request to TryHackMe, it has sent some request to some other websites like to get the fonts and other data. So what you can do is we can add the particular interested domains to the scope. So what this scope means is you are actually adding some domains to the scope, and you are interested only in the scope items. So it will be easy to filter out what domains are related to your interest. Now you need to go to the scope, and you can add the URL here. The one of the best way is right click on this and click on add to scope, and you click on yes, and my tryhackme.com is added to scope. Now to filter only the scope items, I need to click on this. It will say some filter options, it will show you, and you can see filter by request type. I can click on this show only in scope items, and filter by MIME type, which is multi internet media extension. Just actually forgot the name. So it's extension. So what do you want to see the files with the CSS? Yes, I want to see the CSS and images and so on. You can also filter by status code. We can also check this. You can also filter by folders, whether you need to show the empty folders or not, and then filter by file extension. So filter by such term is for the pro version, and we are not going to see this. And filter by file extension, you want to show whether PHP or ASP or HTML or any other files or not. You need to specify the extension here. So if you click on this one, if I click on this tick mark and click on this, I will get all the domains. What I want to do is I will click on this and click on the show only in scope items. If I do this, now everything will be hidden except tryhackme.com. So if you click on this right arrow mark, you can see all the web folders of this tryhackme.com. So these are generated when we are asking for the GET request, but these are not automatically generated because we need to navigate to this tryhackme.com. That is called manual spidering. So if I click on login, and there will be some other folder, that is the that is file, that is login page. You can see the email and the password, and you need to send that to the TryHackMe website. So this is a manual spidering, and if you want to generate so many data to identify some vulnerable endpoints, you need to go to each and everything activities, and you need to go to the learning paths and networks, etc. So you need to move on to every page, and you need to check here for the any vulnerable endpoints. Endpoint is nothing but a normal domain or normal page that does not exist alone. That is simply domain name. Okay, so this is the manual spidering. You need to move along the website to get some all the data. But there is a automated spidering that is in the professional version. So since this is a community edition, we do not have this automated crawling or the automated spidering. In the professional edition, if you click on this automated spidering, then the spider will crawl all of the folders, and each in the HTML file it will go in depth, and it will give you all the data without you going into the manually for all the things. So that's about this automated, and that's about this automated spidering and manual spidering. Okay, but since we are using this community version, I'm showing you the this one manual spidering. So pretty much you can identify the request and responses here, and you can find any vulnerable endpoints over there. So you can also see the issue definitions. We have all the web vulnerabilities here, and you can see the description over here. If you type this SQL injection and OS command injection, you can see the respective description and also the links for their vulnerabilities, previous vulnerabilities of the softwares. So that's all about this manual spidering. So guys, in this video we are going to see the Burpsuite intruder. You can see this is the section of Burpsuite intruder, and what you can do with this Burpsuite intruder is you can brute force this request. So you can see the target and you can see the positions. So this is the basic example they have given, and the payload positions you need to define which parts of the request you need to brute force. So you can see there are some values between this dollar or so. This is the, suppose let's think this is a dollar sign. So you can see this in these dollar signs there is a value in the green color like P1 value and P2 value. So these are the positions values, and what you can do is you need to set some variables you need to brute force. Suppose if I want to brute force the cookie, I will set the content of the cookie to this dollar variables. So in that way you can set these variables and you can perform the some of these attacks: sniper attack, battering ram, pitchfork, and cluster bomb. So these are different attacks available in intruder. This sniper attack gives the 1:n n attacks. That means if you go into payload, you need to add the usernames or the passwords you need to brute force, or the data you need to replace in these variables. So if I say admin, I want to say admin, and I can add this list. So I can add the list in these payloads, and this sniper is like 1:n. It will check all the combinations, and this battering ram is like 1:1, 1 at a time, and then it will not check 1:n. So in that way, these are for payloads, only one payload. If you have multiple sets of payloads, you can use this pitchfork or cluster bomb. Okay, we will see with an example so that you will get a clear understanding. First, my Metasploitable 2 is running on the IP address 192.168.0.101. So as you can see, Metasploitable 2, and this we need to go into this damned vulnerable web application. So I have already logged in. I click on logout. So the password admin, username is admin, and the password is password. So after you log in, you can solve some exercises. Now in this video we are going to solve the brute force exercise in order to demonstrate the Burpsuite intruder. I have already set my proxy to burp, and there is a username and the password. Let me type admin and admin. If I type enter, it says username or password incorrect, and you can see in the URL it is sending the parameters username is equals to admin and password is equals to admin. So what we are going to do is we need to send it to intruder. So how do we send this? Means click on this proxy and go to HTTP history, and you can see the latest request is this one. This get request using this username admin and the password is called admin. It says now let us take a look at this response. It says okay, but it says error. So what you are going to do is right click on this send to intruder. Now you can see intruder is writing in the orange. Now click on this 2. So there is a new tab has been opened for our request. You can see the positions. So this Burpsuite has already identified some positions for you. We need to clear this. So to clear all of these values positions, you can clear this one. And what I want to do is I want to brute force this admin. So instead of admin, I can try 10 values and or 100 values or whatever, and I want to click add, and now you can see the admin this placeholder has been placed. Now I want to do the same for the password field. So now whatever I give in this payload list, it will be checked with each and every combination of this payload 1 and the payload 2. So I mean 2 placeholders. So we are going to use this cluster bomb. It will try 1:n for payloads 1 and 2. So first I want to say payload 1 is like username admin Nikhil temp etc. So if you want to import from the word list, you need to open the word list and copy all this using Ctrl+C and paste it in here, because in the community edition we cannot import directly at the file worldlist.txt, and you can only add in the pro version. So that's why you need to Ctrl C and Ctrl V here. So that these are all for the usernames, and let me click on this 2. This 2 indicates this one, and you can see password. So I know this password, that is the password, admin password. Let me I'm just adding the answer just to make sure that you will get the correct answer if the password succeeds. So let me add admin root tour, and now what you want to do is we need to click on the start attack. Okay, click on OK. Now as you can see some requests going on. So as you can see, first the payload 1 and payload 2 has been executed all the combinations in a possible way. You can see this one. First it tries with a null session, the default one, admin, and as you can see second one is admin password, which we got the length 4948 bytes, right? Now if you click on this remaining one, the actual password is admin and the password, but for remaining all the request it's failed, but we got some response. Let us take a look at this response. It says 200 OK, and we get the error that is login failed. You can see username or password incorrect. So if you think like all these items are failed because they have the same length, so this HTML page will be given to you whenever the username or password is incorrect, right? Because I type Nikhil and temp and all these are failures, and I get the same HTML length content because the HTML page is the same. So if you type anything admin and blah blah blah, and you get the same page, and the length of that page will be the same, it's 4882. But you can see there is one response that have the length different, because if we log in the details can change, right? Because the logged in page and the error page are not same. You can see here username, welcome to the password protected area admin. So that is our required password. You can adjust, you can directly get this corrected username and the password using this length. Click on this length to sort it in the increasing order, and click on again to sort it in decreasing order. You can see the highest bytes will be displayed first. So I think you understood this one. Let me try with admin and password. So as you can see, welcome to the password protected area admin, which is different than previous error message which says that username or password incorrect. So this is how you use the intruder. You can also do the SQL injection in place of these usernames, but we will see them in the web application pen testing section. No need to worry about that. This is the basic overview of intruder. In any request, if you want to brute force any of this parameter, you can use intruder. All you need to do is first capture the request and then send it to intruder, and then put the positions as you like, and then set the payloads and just start attack. So I recommend you use the cluster bomb if you have 2 payloads, or sniper for the 1 payload. So that's all about this video. I hope you have understood. So just in the previous video we have seen the Burpsuite intruder. Now we are going to see the repeater. First I will explain what repeater is. So it's like request response, and you don't need to open the browser for see the response. You can see the response here. It's like this Burpsuite is sending the request to the web browser, and the browser is sending the response, and you don't need to interact with the browser itself. You can just send this request to the repeater, and you can start testing the methods like get, post, put, and etc. All you can do is respond. It's like very what you can say, you don't need to worry about the browser, and you can just test the methods as quickly as possible. So let me show you. So first this is my request, that is we are logging in as admin and the password. Let me send it to repeater. Right click on this, send to repeater. So this is the repeater. Now if I username admin and the password, if I say admin password is equals to 1, if I click send, I get the response. So if you go down to the response, you can see the username or password incorrect. So I can just quickly change this to password 2 and click on send. I get the some response. I can check the response quickly. Now I remove this 2. Now I know that username and the password are correct. If I click send, I will get the immediate response. So as you can see, the response is damn vulnerable. Sorry. So welcome to the password protected area admin. So this page, you can see it is like this only. You don't need to the browser does not get the actual response to the browser. Actually our Burpsuite gets the response. So as you can see here, the response. You can also try to apply the post method as well. As you can see, the request has been sent and the response has been returned. So in this way, repeater is just like repeating some requests, and you can quickly edit the request and send to see the response. So that's all for this repeater.